Rookie here. It's the Pat and JT podcast.
Pat and JT podcast.
Hi, everybody. It's the Pat and JT podcast. That's creepy. And okay, funny. Here
Don't leave. I swear it's not. It's going to get better. I swear.
Hi, kids. Okay, so really quick, somebody texted, I believe, 402-403-9478. Last week, it was right after we had Nick Baugh on our podcast on the day he launched his podcast at nickbaugh.com.
Right.
And they said, we need an episode of the Nick Baugh podcast slowed down. If you guys have heard any of our previous episodes, you slow down your podcast at like half
You've
speed.
seen the TV show Drunk History.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we sound like we're on that show.
Hammered History.
Hammered History.
Yeah, gosh, I'm so sorry. I don't remember who. Somebody texted in. It's crazy. But I'm going to get.
You know what's funny?
I'm going to get the IT department in here.
Right.
And get them to hook this up.
All right, we'll wait for you.
I'm right here. I'm going to get this hooked up.
But it's funny when we get information now, it's so weird is because we have so many different ways to hear from people.
Right.
And I remember somebody said something and then I go to find it and I'm like, okay, was it email, text, messenger? Was it a post? Was it was it on Facebook or Twitter?
There's 50. My gosh.
There's no reason
Right.
not to be connected to everybody now. I'm going to pause just for a second here.
Okay.
Because I see you need to think.
I don't know.
He's literally.
I have two things I need to stick in one hole, and I don't know where that hole is. It's like one of these on our little board here.
Inputs. You looking for your little inputs?
Right, red, yeah.
Right,
whatever.
There you go. That looks like it might work.
Well, we'll see.
Nothing crackled. Oh, that sounds
that
awful.
That sounds
That doesn't
awful.
sound right.
No,
I think we should fire the IT department.
Let's try this one.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's not even worse.
Not it either.
You know what I'm gonna do? Because what I want to play. First of all, we can
play
do
it off your phone.
Totally can.
Just
I'm
play
just
it off
trying to be a little more legit.
Let's baby steps, man.
Parkville Media is. You can hire us for any remote IT work.
Funny part is, it is, and it's just like the saying always goes. I mean, it's like the person who cleans houses for a living, their house is a disaster. The auto mechanic who takes care of your car, his car's on blocks.
Right. It's so true.
We shortchange ourselves when it comes to doing stuff. But when we go to do for others, I promise you.
Yeah.
Aces.
Right. We literally got in the studio and we started recording in 30 seconds and nothing was set up.
Nothing was set up. So we've been setting it up while we're doing it. And that's which is awesome. I want to thank everybody too and all of our new clients, our supporters, of course, Kugler Vision. But there are just a lot of people I want to appreciate. I just appreciate it so much. And
right. It's awesome.
That we've made it, I can't believe it, 9 months later.
Right.
We're coming up on. As a matter of fact, this episode is 200, right?
This is number 200. Yep.
Okay, so today is in real life. Is today the 5th?
The 6th. In real life is the 5th, but when this episode airs, it'll be the 6th.
This is on the 6th. So we are 6 days away.
Yep. 12th.
I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but that will celebrate the first day we were stifled.
The day that we walked into an office, we thought we were having a post-show meeting, and we were told we weren't going on the radio ever again.
Right, and the 13th then was the first day that we weren't on.
Yep.
But the 12th was the day we got the news that we weren't going to go on.
Yep. So it's coming up on it.
And I'm feeling better about that every day.
So let's honor that by sounding like an absolute disaster on our podcast.
That's all right. They turned us loose.
Oh,
that's okay.
gosh.
We got this.
One of our podcasts.
Well,
one of our podcasts that we produce for Parkville Media. Is the Nick Baugh podcast. We told you guys about that.
Okay,
right?
So to get you up to speed.
Mm-hmm. So somebody had texted last week that said, listen, you guys need to slow Nick down. I have a feeling slowing Nick down is going to sound like normal speed for everybody else.
I do too. It's not that he doesn't necessarily talk fast.
No, he's just loud. You're right.
He's loud.
That's a good point.
And he knows he's loud.
Right.
But he doesn't have a volume button.
No.
He's either on or off.
No, you're right. He doesn't. I looked for one the other day. He has no button. Here's one of our podcasts slowed down, just so you have an idea.
The effect.
So here we go. Oh, fast. Hold on.
199. I didn't. Who knows what? Who knows something?
What?
What's so funny too is
Sounds like two drunk idiots sitting at a truck stop
with an empty bottle of something between them.
Popped.
Because the bottle is empty. Okay,
So
let's go to Nick Ba's podcast, and we're going to slow him down. Half speed is all we're doing. And that's something anybody can do. It is a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
So we're going to go and we're going to do the most recent one with
Jason
Peter. Yeah, we'll grab that one.
So it's cussy too.
It might be cussy.
Okay.
I mean, probably.
It might be. That's okay.
Okay, here we go.
That, and I think you first
That's Jason.
saw it with Peyton when Peyton had his neck issues.
Yeah. Hold on.
Wait. This is
for-
off. Let it play.
Oops.
Quit.
In my eyes, you gotta do it for years. You know, not just sustain the game, not just 3 games, not even a season. Like, can you follow up
Oh my gosh.
a good season with a better season?
Yes.
And ultimately,
okay.
you follow up a great season with another great season and another great season.
Wow.
Okay, get to Nick. That's all.
That's okay.
And
This is Nick doing his podcast. He lets his guests talk, right?
He called.
Oh my gosh, Jason.
Normally send kids back to Nebraska,
Oh my God.
seeing it as
Go to the very beginning and see if you can get Nick Ba.
Okay, there we go. Good idea. Oh, that's the volume.
Now,
Oh, here we go.
well,
Oh my God. This is a train wreck.
of Jason Peter of all time right now.
Well, knowing that I can curse.
And it's
that's
Jason
what-
again.
Is 5, like 2 feet away from me. This is fun. Couple
like,
things
2 feet
first,
away.
Jason. This is a podcast. You can.
I can't wait to hear his laugh.
You can cuss.
So I expect the most relaxed version of Jason Peter of all time right now.
Well, knowing that I can curse, that's why I brought my kids.
That's
is
awesome. He just
hilarious.
laughed there too, right when you
Oh,
turned
did
it
he?
off.
Gosh
Yeah.
dang it. Hold on.
And in my
To keep you.
right? Yeah. But they're in the back. They can't hear.
Yeah, you're fine.
You're fuck.
my
That sounds
God.
so much like
my
just
God.
neighborhood drunks at
Yeah.
the bar.
That's awesome. I love that. That's just fun to play with. Okay, well, nice job.
God, that's funny. Thank you
So-
to whoever texted us suggesting that one.
So I have a couple of announcements.
Okay.
First off, I just was notified on Facebook that I am now a top fan of Apple Funeral Home.
Oh, nice.
And so I collected my badge.
Congratulations. Very good.
So I too have a
job.
badge on Facebook, and I've had a couple others that I was offered, and it just didn't mean as much. And
Can you reject the badge?
You don't have to go get it. You just you have the opportunity to go get it.
You don't have to go get it.
You don't have to go get it. But I did go get it. So now when I post on there, it'll say top fan.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know. I get there's these notifications all the time on our Facebook page that like they're
So-and-so's a
top fans.
fan.
I didn't know they
Yeah.
got a badge or
You
anything.
get a badge. So when they post, there's a little badge next to their name. They're notified. They so that
That's
you know
awesome.
when people see that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
they are a top fan. And I've seen several of our posters. They have top fan notifications. So I know how hard that is, and I appreciate the work. So now that I am a top fan myself,
You're right.
Apple
Sometimes
Funeral
you don't until you actually try to do something yourself. You don't realize how much work
Yeah,
it takes.
it isn't something they just gave you.
And you got to work for
You
it.
got to work for it. So now I am a top fan of Apple
job.
Funeral Home, which has got to be one of my top 5 follows. I absolutely they do such a great job.
They're funny.
I would love to talk to them sometime. I really would. Just their social media department, how they came up with the idea. I mean, how
I bet
forward thinking.
the social media department is probably like a.
Her name's Paige, I think. I'm not sure.
It's probably like a smart aleck person
But
that
I
just
want to
is
know
smart.
how they got to that point. As a funeral home, they're sitting there, and you like any business,
Right.
you want to set yourself apart from the competition in anything you do, whether it's getting a job, whether it's your business. I mean, anything you want to set yourself apart.
True.
And with social media, if you're smart, you do it the right way. You can do it. You got to be daring. You think about the Wendy's battles and the chicken sandwich battles that were going on, and you had some pretty snarky, the football teams, the stadiums.
It seems like such an easy playbook to follow. Like, just don't take yourself so seriously. The businesses that just have fun and don't take their brand or whatever so seriously are the ones that we all remember. We enjoy it.
We
it's
do
fun.
Funeral homes,
right?
I've never seen anybody do that before.
Is there anything more serious than a funeral home?
How many times have I said some of the funniest people I've ever met were funeral directors?
Right, because they got to have a unique sense of humor, because otherwise they would end up.
And it shocked me the first time.
I bet.
I was like, oh my God, he is hilarious, and he knows exactly where the line is. Just like with with Apple Funeral Home, they'll put something really funny, and then there will be some serious stuff that comes up too, because they have announcements they have to make, or pay a tribute to somebody, and then they're able to slide back into the other side. So I think it's awesome.
Brilliant.
It is. It's awesome.
Congratulations to you. Let's not
Thank you.
let that get lost in this.
That's right.
Nice job. You've worked hard for that.
Appreciate that. I went to Gordman's this week.
After you found out there was actually one here in town, not just in Lincoln.
It's up on 144th, 156th, between there on Maple. And it was there before, and it had closed for a while. It was something else, and now it's Gordman's again. So I went in, hopes high.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. It said, we're open again, right? It's right, hey, awesome. I got front row Rockstar parking. There were other cars there, but it was waiting for me.
Oh, yeah. It was like Jesus wanted you to go to Gordman's.
Yes. I'm not disappointed.
Okay. Uh-oh.
I want a little more.
You
because
expected more?
I did. Because you remember when you
expect more, pay less. Is that their logo? Slogan? I'm going to Google that while you're talking.
You have to check that out. I haven't heard it for a long time because they haven't been around. Okay. Yeah, if it isn't, it should be.
Right.
But you walk in the front door now, and it's a lot of clothes. And the far to my right, so it would be in the west wall, is where that's the stuff I always went to Gordman's for.
Like the
stuff.
Knick-knack kind of stuff, yeah.
Whether it was fake flowers or knickknacks or pictures. Oh my God. And these unique items that you would see in there, and for a very reasonable price, I might add. Because I also went to 3 other stores because I was looking for some particular things for our office. And I'm like, dude, I'm not going to pay $25 for this. And then $40 for this. And then I found what I was looking for at Gordman's. But it's not enough. They need more stuff.
Right.
They need
Maybe
more
they're moving,
aisles.
How long have they been there?
They've got a lot of clothes in there. I'll tell you that. It's a big store. There's a ton of clothes there. If you're looking for clothes, Gordman's always has good stuff, though. But yeah, I just want more. I want more stuff.
Well, you expect more. And that's Target's slogan. Expect more, pay less.
Target says thanks.
Yeah. It's like, thank you.
How much did we pay for that?
Well.
Awesome. Didn't work. Awesome. Okay. Another thing that I have for you, which is hilarious. I saw this about Died. There's a picture of a woman, and this made national news, guys. This has thousands of hits. I think it was originally put on Facebook, of a woman wearing a T-Rex costume, and she was the maid of honor in a wedding.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
And apparently the story goes like this.
I love those. Make me laugh anytime. Those T-Rex costumes are hilarious.
I love them.
And especially if they're running, it's over.
You've seen the T-Rex races.
Hilarious.
And they fall.
So dumb.
Anyway, so what it was is that this woman was getting married in Nebraska.
What, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The bride's from Omaha. The bride and groom are. Okay. I'm going to find them. I will find them.
Let's find them.
But she's getting married, and of course, sister's going to be maid of honor. And she told everybody, I get it. Being in a wedding is expensive. Buy the dress that you can use, or buy buy your dress. Buy what you'll wear again.
Right.
Buy something that
it's really not practical to spend $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 on a dress you wear for 3 hours and you're done.
As a bridesmaid, it might be $400 or $500. But it's still, you're not going to. That's ridiculous.
And as a bride too, wouldn't you think instead of asking your bridesmaids to spend that much money, have something that suggests something that they can wear again?
Right. Because you've seen the wedding pictures. That dress is not going to get worn again.
Ever.
But that was the rule. That's the only rule. Just you wear what you want. You're my bridesmaids. I just want you there. It's an outdoor wedding. beautiful.
This is awesome.
And so there's a screenshot of the conversation between her sister and her sister's in Arizona, and just said, "I think I found my bridesmaid's dress or my bridesmaid's outfit or whatever, maid of honor outfit." And she says, "You're the maid of honor. You can wear anything you choose. That's it." And she says, and the bride says to this day, "I regret nothing." And so she sent her a screenshot
awesome.
of the picture of the T-Rex costume. And all the bride did was laugh at LMAO, right? LMAO, huge, hilarious. So there's a screenshot of that. We'll get the whole story posted for you. I think KLKN did it out of Lincoln.
That's awesome. Yeah, we definitely need to find these people.
It had thousands of shares already. And I went and checked out her Facebook page and just to take a look at it. I think the bride's name, let me look here, Deanna Adams. Dina, lives in Omaha with her husband, Joby. And absolutely on board with the whole thing. And it's, Joby had told Channel 8, she brought the costume with her. At the time she was in Texas. So she brought it all the way from Texas when she did this. And at first there was a little bit of a big game of chicken to see if she would actually wear it in the ceremony. And everybody seemed to be pretty happy about it. They were laughing about it. Thought it was great. There were some serious Debbie Downers.
Oh, shut up.
In the mentions about how you stole the bride's spotlight by wearing the T-Rex costume and you know, whatever.
That's so stupid.
I just like the fact that she bought that because she thinks she'll wear it again.
Right. Because
she will.
She'll wear that more times than she would have if she bought a super nice, legit bridesmaid's dress or gown.
Absolutely. So I thought that was hilarious. But her post, then the funny thing is, so this has been a while, not that long, but just like a few posts ago. And she posted some other things, and she's being a little ironic and maybe being a little sarcastic. She's, throwing some, because she had a lot of follows.
Right.
And a lot of people checking this out. And when she put one up, I think she had like 8 likes on something. Oh. And her friend posted, "Well, your 15 minutes are up. Back to being yourself."
I've often wondered, somebody that has a post or whatever that goes crazy, like their next few posts, what it's like.
It's funny when you click on their threads on Twitter, at least when I'm watching Twitter, when they go viral, and then they'll always post, "Follow my Instagram at this," or "If you're interested, I sell blah blah blah," trying to get some business, and they don't. Yeah.
No, we love the video of you falling down, but other than that,
not gonna follow you.
Zero interest.
Zero interest in what you do otherwise in your real life. I really have none. But then, speaking of Twitter, one of the posts that I saw yesterday from one of the presidential candidates, Democratic presidential candidate Amy Klobuchar, who is a senator from Minnesota, and she posted, and it got me thinking. I'm not sure. I'm like, God, would I go for that or not? Because they're talking about the new Green Deal. They're trying to find ways for people to consume less energy, leave a smaller footprint, and all that other stuff. Okay, we're trying to find the answers instead of just demonizing people for what they do. Right. And she kind of came up with something, and apparently this is something that has been explored before, and it's under the title of I got to find it real quick. Behavioral. Is it behavioral consumption or something? Behavioral economics, I think it is. Anyway, what it comes down to is forcing people, really you're going to make them compete. And she says one of the most powerful tools is when you send out electric bills, whether it's by neighborhood, by city, however you want to do it, they come with a rank.
Like whoever is
a public ranking of how you rank for consumption.
Like would that shame you? That wouldn't shame me.
But I'm not talking shame.
Yeah.
I'm talking competitive.
Right, but I would that would not be. I would not.
Would that not?
No,
that wouldn't inspire you.
Zero inspiration, because usually I'm inspired out of being just shamed at something. So there's zero competition on any of that stuff for me.
So because they don't post people's grades unless they're at the top. Right. That's when they say, look at this, all these people that are on the honor roll that are all 3.5 or above or whatever it may be, so everybody what they did, but you don't know what anybody else did. They don't post them. So public posting of energy bills, would it inspire, because they say that just harnessing human nature's competitive spirit to kind of nudge better social behavior is what they're asking for.
Maybe if I was thrown into it, maybe, but I don't think it would. I wouldn't care.
Well, okay, your weight. Okay, that's something you don't put that out there publicly generally. But like
171, no big deal. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, 170, no big deal.
I just want to flick you right on the forehead right now. But
because I don't care.
But like if you go to Weight Watchers,
right,
or someplace where you have to weigh in, you don't share that. But then you see people who post it online.
Right.
This is what I wear, or this is what I weigh. Here I am. Because they're trying to force themselves to be accountable.
Now, there's that when I was part of the HMR program it was Allegiant, now CHI, whatever. When you'd go to your weekly meetings, you'd weigh in. You wouldn't know the weight, but you'd know up or down. Like you'd up 5, down 7, whatever. So that was kind of.
Was that competitive for you?
It wasn't competitive, but it.
Didn't you want to be? You wanted to do better.
I wanted to do better, but it wasn't for like the other people. It was for I don't want people to think that I cheated. So, so I get that, but like as far as the water and the electricity goes, like if I'm spending $50 more a month on electricity and water than Kyle next door or whatever, I guess it doesn't it doesn't get me fired up.
Speaking of which, when you get your utility bills, MUD in particular, OPPD, whatever, that they have the graph and it shows what you used last month and last year. Why is it always more this year? And I swear to God,
there's no way.
There's no way that I used as much as I did last year. I'm consciously trying.
We moved into a new house that the month before we moved in, the people like weren't even really living there, and they hadn't even turned on their sprinkler system. Right. So the water level was at whatever the amount that they used was there, and I don't even think they were living there. We moved in, and it was at that or a little bit more. Like it's impossible
that it's the same.
It's impossible that it was even the same or a little bit more and it was only for like 2 weeks.
Drives me crazy. Drives me nuts when I see that.
Because how are you going to validate it? How you going to? I want you to count all those gallons of water I use.
Well, they guesstimate like one, and then the next one they'll come out and get the actual reading, and so then they'll adjust.
It's 2019. You can't get the actual reading right now.
They should be able to remotely,
like instantly.
They shouldn't have to come out and.
No, it's not guesstimate.
Trips down. Okay, and another number that also gets me is your FICO. That's another number. I'm like eagle eye watching that constantly.
It's stupid.
And it is almost competitive within myself. Like I want to hit that number, and now I want to hit that number, and I have, it's like you. I don't know though if I'd be willing to post it. Same way with when we talked about ACTs. That's another thing. Generally, again, you don't care.
17, no big deal.
Generally, people don't talk under 20, but
usually people can't talk under 20.
You do really
but
good.
I did. I owned it.
You do a nice
job.
job.
I do a nice job? Do I do a well job?
Yeah, you do a well job.
Thanks. I don't care.
So anyway, that's
it's like we're all just trying to survive.
But I see what she was trying to do, because she's trying to spark a little neighborhood competitiveness.
I get it. It'll work for some people. It'll work for some people. But you just got to have.
There's a lot of Pats in the world.
There are a lot of Pats that have other things going on that I don't care if I use 10 more gallons than my neighbor as far as water goes. I don't. And I also don't care. And I don't care. We had this conversation a week ago, I think, or so, on our podcast about spiders and the importance of spiders.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care. I couldn't care less. I don't. And that's what I tried. I have a video of this. I'm going to put it on our Facebook page, because last night Beth and I were out trimming the hedges along the fence.
Right.
Kind of just roaming around the yard, whatever, cleaning up, cutting hostas. And I look up, and you'll see it in the video. There is a spider web, and you can see this walnut-sized spider. It is freaking huge. And
you left him alone.
No. Well,
he's in you are in his house.
He's on my house.
But
let's get this straight.
He's outside.
I don't care. He is on my house, and he is scary. So we see the spider, and I run inside to get the spray.
The spray?
Heck. And it's the wasp spray that gets through armor. Anyway,
he doesn't care.
He didn't die. At least I don't know. You'll see in the video, but what happened was I gave the camera and the spray to Beth, and I'm sitting by the spider with the broom, because as soon as he gets paralyzed or whatever, I get him with the broom, and then we destroy him. And but when she sprayed, and you'll see it in the video, she sprayed me in the face.
Oh my God.
And you can hear me go,
you're not blind.
And I know, like it was a mist over my whole face. And you hear her laughing, and the spider's like, and he takes off. It's just a fiasco.
No, the spider basically threw up the deuces, right?
Yeah.
Later, kids.
Suckers. Yeah, and I told her, I'm like, I gotta post this, but she cussed in it, so I had to beep it out. Here's this.
Oh, you beeped her?
You getting him? Yeah. Okay. Get him. Ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, God.
All right. Oh.
Okay, go. Get him.
Yeah, and that's. She didn't get him. She after she sprayed me in the face, then she did get the spider, but he
took off. There are some things should be left to the professionals.
Maybe she needs to go to Kugler Vision.
Maybe
Get
so.
her vision checked out.
And Cougar says, "Oh, thank you. Here we
Right,
go.
thank
So
you.
rolling right into Kugler Vision, without a doubt. Oh my God! So Kugler Vision, it's kuglervision.com. When you get a chance, do check out their website. It's user-friendly. If you've ever been curious, you've been thinking about getting rid of the glasses or the contacts, start at their website. There's so much information there, and it's really user-friendly. It's so easy to get around.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's why people come here from all over the place. Like Matt Schick.
It's absolutely. Yeah, he came from is it
ESPN?
Connecticut? Yeah, it's Bristol. Is that
Let's go. Yeah, Bristol.
Bristol? Where's that at?
There's a Bristol, Connecticut. That's where ESPN is.
Okay, that's
the
right.
other Bristol's where the racetrack is.
Okay, yeah, so he's
That's
in
not
Bristol.
it.
He's in the non-racetrack
He's
Bristol.
in Connecticut.
I'm thinking, I know there are a couple
There's
Bristols.
Tennessee,
I don't know if there's like
Virginia, but that's on the state line.
So he's in the
Connecticut
ESPN.
Bristol. ESPN. You should just say the East Coast.
I'll just say you know what, Matt, he came from out of town.
There you go. And he had it done, and he looks taller.
Not a guaranteed result.
But
They made
that
sure
seemed to
we
be-
say that, right?
That seemed to be one of his side effects. I
So
don't know.
weird.
But if you get that consultation, have that done, and then you'll know what your options are. For some people, it's same-day procedure. Online, it's kuglervision.com.
Save all of the emails and texts about how spiders are the best things ever. Just don't even send them to us. Don't even send them to us. And but you can text us. You can email us, hey@patandjt.com, 402-403-9478. Thanks for listening to our podcast number 200.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Parkville Media Production.